Hi everyone, how are you doing? This is Devina. Today's session will enrich you with the knowledge of Week 8 English AV. Happy learning! As for today, we are going to talk about advanced vocabulary use. It's a part of the Week 8 in English AV class. The outline for today's session is letting you know the learning outcomes, some learning materials regarding the topics. There will be some practice, and I'm going to let you know some source of practice. So let's jump to the learning outcomes. First thing first, the outcomes is to strengthen and to enrich you with the knowledge on vocabulary use. In addition, you are hoped to demonstrate an appropriate understanding of advanced vocabulary use in the end of the class. So talking about advanced vocabulary, I'd like to ask you this question. Do you have any favorite word in English? If you do have it, what is it? I'll let you think for a minute. Right. It's fun and it's nice to know any favorite word in English. For example, mine is celestial. That means relate to divinity. Right. The next question I'd like to ask you is, do you think understanding vocabulary is important? If you think so, why? If you don't think so, why not? Right. Vocabulary is one of the fundamental aspects in comprehension actually. It is a part of the key concepts in understanding and reading comprehension or a sentence say that for example. I'm going to give you this example. The notorious candidate supersedes the famous actress in the presidential election. I put a light blue highlight in the notorious and the supersede. If we don't know the meaning of notorious and supersedes, we only know that something related with the candidate, something happens with the candidate to the famous actress in the presidential elections. Now, as I'm going to explain this, you can take a look at your dictionary or you can Google it if you would like to. Notorious means famous for being dishonorable. So someone who is famous for being bad, in other words. Supersedes means or have the same meaning as replaces. The sentence is going to make a more sense if we know what's the meaning of the vocab. So that actually answers the question, why do you think understanding vocabulary is important? Because by not understanding it, we don't get the full meaning of it and we cannot perceive the full understanding of the sentence or of the context itself. We're going to do some activity in this video. First thing first, try to train your pronunciation by reading aloud the words below. Number 1, identical. Number 2, valid. Number 3, achieve. Number 4, ignore. Number 5, occur. Right, how does it go? I hope you're going great in your pronunciation. Now let's move on to the next activity. It is to give the definition of the words that we have covered before in your own words. So try to find the meaning of what is identical, what is valid, what is achieve, what is ignore, and what is occur. When you have already find the meaning, try to summarize it in your own words. Right. Identical means something similar or looks the same. Valid has the same meaning as something that can be justified. Achieve has the meaning to carry out something successfully. When you're ignoring someone, it means you're rejecting or refusing that person as grounded. The last one, occur, have the meaning to take place. Now I'd like you to take a look at this activity. That is to find the synonym of the words that is provided here. We have the same words as before. So try to put each of the word here to the one in the box. That's great. Identical has the same meaning as alike, comparable, and similar. Valid, when something is valid, it is logical. It is actual as well. Achieve has the same meaning as attain and acquire. Ignore could be replaced by neglect or overlook. The last one, when something is occur, when something is occurring, it is happening. In the last activity, I'd like to invite you to put some of the words in the context. So fill or complete the words in the blank with the words that we have covered before. Change the word forms when necessary. Number 1. It should be with valid. Number 2. Occurred. Put that in past tense because of this sentence requires past tense. Number 3. Identical. Number 4. Ignored. And the last one, number 5. Achieved. Now, how does that feel? Learning the vocabulary. It is important to know some of the vocabulary so that every sentence and every context will make sense. I'd like to invite you to take a look at this screen. In this screen, I provide 2 sources for vocabulary learning. The first one is from the Merriam-Webster website. They have a word games. They have a quizzes as well. It's going to benefit you a lot if you're taking some of the practice from here. If you would like to put the word in the context, try to access it from the second source, that is the book Check Your Vocabulary for Academic English. These 2 sources is my favorite in learning vocabulary. And I hope by doing this, by providing this to you, you are going to learn a lot from these sources. Right, that's for today's lesson. I'll see you in other videos. Happy learning. Bye.